بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you're well today. Just want to introduce myself, Habib Muhammad, the manager of ISRA-UK, and we're doing a bit of a live today. As you all know, it's the 15th of May, which is Nakba Day, when Palestinians in 1948 were more or less ethnically cleansed from their land, and it's been continuing right up until today. I've been asked quite a few questions about ISRA's work in Gaza, so we thought we'd take an opportunity to get public interest, and you can ask live what questions you want about our work in Gaza, how we're getting our aid into Gaza, and anything really you want to ask. Coincidentally, today people have been coming in to donate to Gaza, and one of our regular donors is here now. So I asked them to stay behind to ask me a few questions just to kick it off, to get some interest from the donor base. And I'm going to get some questions from our brother here. And if anybody wants to ask questions, please go ahead. Anything you want to ask about our work in Gaza. Keeping in mind, today is a very significant day for the people of Gaza. They have been suffering ever since, and the amount of suffering is only getting worse. And probably in the last 2 years, it's been at its highest for the separation of the Palestinians. And we need to stick with them, and we need to support them. So I'm going to ask our brother, Brother Ibrahim, to ask any question he wants. I think he's got a couple to ask me. So ask me the first one, go ahead.
So, how is ISRA-UK getting food into Gaza?
Okay, this is a question that's asked very often. So, you got to remember, ISRA has a long history in Palestine and within Gaza. Since the blockade, ISRA has been present in Gaza, and we've been supporting orphans, widows, health, food, educational, vocational, everything. Right up including during the blockades before the war of October 2023. Now, we, up until the borders were closed, were able to get food in through Egypt. We were able to get food from within Gaza, through commercial, etc. When the borders are closed, there is still stock inside of Gaza. So we can depend on that stock to carry us over for a few weeks, even a few months to a point. Obviously now the situation, since the borders have been totally closed since I think it's January now, 2.5, 3 months, it's getting worse and worse. Our main way of getting food inside of Gaza is to source it locally. And that would include a lot of local produce. And there are still areas where we can secure food from traders. So that's another way ISRA can get food into Gaza and to the people of Gaza.
Okay, thanks. So why can't local people buy locally sourced food for themselves?
Local people are not able to access food which is available, if it is available, simply because of the cost. And it's been, the high prices are simply too high for the normal person in Gaza to access. What we've got to keep in mind, that there are very few people who are working inside of Gaza and are not getting a wage, and those who are working are probably only getting paid every now and again. So money in their pockets is simply not there. So that's what they cannot afford to buy any items that are in the market. Literally, they have been moved from their homes with the clothes on their backs. And not only moved once, they've been moved twice, they've been moved 3 times, they've been moved 4 times. And even when they are settled, if it's for a week or 2, the possessions that they do have, when they're moved again, are normally left behind. So again, they're actually leaving what possessions they do gain, and that could be a stove, or it could be a blanket, or it could be a mattress, it could be anything like that, to once again evacuate from the bombing. So people simply don't have the finances.
And you said that everything is like going up, expensive. What is raising the price, and can you give us an example of?
Yeah, I can. What's raising the price is if there's nothing coming into Gaza, then there's limited availability. And whoever has the produce, who has the stock, obviously they're going to sell it at an inflated price. So there are still traders there who can sell, but it's expensive for them to get it in the first place. So I can give you an example. On a normal day, Gaza is expensive anyway, even before the war. The blockade that has been afflicting Gaza for the 17 years that we know has pushed prices beyond, reach of many in Gaza. So if the traders are charging so much, then the people simply can't afford it. Example would be, say, cauliflower. Cauliflower would cost maybe £1. 2 years ago, it's costing between £5 and £10, if it's available. ISRA is currently serving some population of Gaza, especially in the north of Gaza, in Jabalia. We're making pots of food, hot meals. It's simple produce, it's vegetables, it's lentils, it's oil and water, etc. Those pots used to cost us £100 and would feed maybe 100 people. They're now costing us £400. So the prices are going up 400, 500%. And that is the problem in Gaza. It's just everything is so unaffordable. And the people of Gaza are suffering through this starvation method, that they are being forced with their bowls to attend kitchens or to attend handouts, and it's very distressing for them. And the price of this food is simply too much for anybody over there. Well, 50 to 60, 70% of the population simply cannot afford to buy any food at all, I'm afraid.
So what food are they actually getting there from you?
As I said, the food available right now is very limited. We were able to access flour up to about, I think it was about 2 weeks ago. And what we would do, we would give them a 5 kilo bag of flour, and they would keep it just in case they would have to evacuate. So at least they can carry the flour with them, and they can cook bread, make bread, whatever it is. That flour is no longer available. So now what the people of Gaza have to do is send our children, and you will see it on the news, and you will see it in our own videos, our feedback videos. I just had one today actually, where we are feeding the people, and the only people you will see are children with their empty bowls, trying to get the food. So that's what we're able to give the children of Gaza. That's what we're able to give. It's just general pulses, onions, some water, tomatoes, and a bit of spice. That's all we're. Even bread now, we can't cook bread. All the bread bakeries are closed down now anyway. So that's where we are at the moment.
So there's a lot of people giving to different through different charities to Gaza. So why does Israel continuously need donations? Why
do we need donations continually? Well, what I want to make clear to everyone, because the question I was asked on that was, the UN has run out of food and there is no food, and how have you got food? Remember, the government agencies like the UN and they're not the only organisations inside of Gaza serving the people of Gaza. There are many NGOs who are helping the people of Gaza. There are 2 million people, most of them are displaced. 20% of them, 25%, are starving. They are literally starving. Okay? The other ones are being served by NGOs like ours, and by the UN and by the World Food, but they've run out of aid. They've run out of aid, which was donated by the UN or from the governments like America, etc. That food has been blocked by Israel. That food is no longer available. It's aid food. ISRA has been working on the ground. We have our own people on the ground who are from Gaza. They are people who live normally and work in Gaza, and they represent us on the ground. They are able to purchase items, as I said though, at a very inflated price, inaccessible by most people of Gaza. So we need donors to continually donate. Because as I said, that loaf of bread, if it's available, or that cauliflower, or that kilo of potatoes that last week was £5, this week will be £7.50 or £10. And we must continue to support our programs. So I just had another donor come in, so I'll just get something out. So as I was saying, so we need to support those projects as we go along continuously. If we feed 200 people today, that means we have spent our money. There's no money for tomorrow. We need to feed those 200 people again. Those people don't just eat for one day and then they can't eat tomorrow. They need to eat next week. They need clean water. Some of them need medication, which is still available. Limited, but it's available. Again, unaffordable. The hospitals, there's hardly any hospitals left. People have got to access medication for themselves. They've got to access water, and it has to be clean water. It has to be water which they can, it has to be potable water which they can actually drink without fear of getting ill. The cost of feeding a child or even a person nowadays is at least £5. And they will get a bowl or they will get a pot like that. But we worked it out that the way, the cost to us, to the charity, we worked it as £5 a head for a simple meal, one hot meal. So £5 a head, you can imagine, just if you want to feed 1,000 people, that's very expensive. You know, we need support from the public continuously. They must donate to us. And I'm going to get a bit personal here. Don't think about it in that way. If you got £5 in your pocket, you need to donate it now. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. And I don't mean it in a rude way. Don't think about what I could do, might do. Can ISRA justify it? Yes, we can. We're showing you the videos. We're showing you the people being fed. We can deliver food in Gaza today and tomorrow if you donate. Very simple. And I've got a challenge actually. I've got a challenge. The donors just ask. I was speaking to my field worker today, and I was saying to the brother, look brother, you know, it's very hard to prove to our donors that we are actually making a contribution in Gaza. They're saying now you get food in, the UN can't get food in, the Israelis are blocking it, but you're telling me that we sent it. He goes, yes Habib, give me £50,000 today. Give me £50,000 today as a test, and I'll prove it to you in the next days. We will feed these people. So my challenge to the people out there is that, do you want to help your people, your brothers and sisters in Gaza, the children in Gaza? Do you want to keep them alive? Well, we need your donations. I'm not going to be shy to say it. The donors here is looking at me. I'm not going to be shy to say it. We can't do it unless you donate. Simple as that. And if we're feeding simple food to an individual for £5 a head, and it's costing us £5 a head, how long do you think we can feed those people if we don't have donations? You've got to get online and you've got to donate. So please, don't think too much about it. You've got £5 in your pocket, donate it today. The other thing is, we're desperate for is water. ISRA is delivering water every day. And we're putting tankers into places like Jabalia, Beit Hanun, all those places in the northern of Gaza, which are very accessible. It's very expensive again, but it's hot in Gaza. We've just had a month, literally 2-3 weeks of good sunshine in Birmingham, and people are already strong. People are already complaining. The farmers are complaining about the fields are dry, and there might not be, you know, any crops at the end of summer. And one farmer is costing £10,000 a day to artificially water his field. £10,000 a day. That's a farmer in UK. The people of Gaza having no water. They're drinking water literally around sewage. Water that's coming out of pipes which have been destroyed. Water's being blocked. So they have to wait for our tanks to come. So again, we can't think about, oh brother, but UN's not doing it. ISRA's doing it. ISRA's doing it. Go onto our website, have a look, donate, help us. The Palestinians are very resourceful. You know, they will make the most of what we give them. And I've got a very sad story actually, just to go on a bit of a tangent. I was talking to the brother today, and I was asking him about some delivery we made just a couple of days ago. I said, oh, I haven't had no feedback from you. And he goes, Habib, I'm sorry to tell you, the brother has, I didn't want to disturb him because his sister house in one of the refugee camps was bombed. And his sister lost 3 children. So I can't interrupt him. The people we're working with are on the ground are facing violence every day, but are still going out there to deliver the food and the help that we're paying for. And I find that I find it very hard to question these people about, are you delivering our aid? And he said, brother, you've seen it, haven't you? You've seen, I've sent you, what more do you want me to give you to show that we're delivering the food on the ground? We are saying the date, we are telling you the area, we are showing you the people being fed. We're doing it, we're delivering the food. We're delivering the water. What we want you to do is not to give up on us. Now, the one thing the Gaza people also say is that, don't forget us. And we had this scenario with Yemen. You know, I work on all the different implementations around the world. One of them was Yemen. And what we had a campaign called Yemen Not Forgotten. Because the beneficiary on the ground, the refugee, the person who is struggling, doesn't know who is helping them. They don't know who's helping them. Somebody across the other side of the planet, other side of the world, is donating £5. All that person knows is that they're being fed. They're being fed. And when they hear that so-and-so has donated such and such and such and such, they go, Allah accept them. Allah give them reward. That's your reward. That's your ajr. That's your reward. That's your reward, is to put trust in Allah. Give your sadaqah, give your zakah, and ask Allah to accept it from you and help your fellow Muslim, your fellow human being in need to eat, to survive, to see the next day, inshallah.
Someone online named Junaid Knight has asked the question, how long have you been working in Gaza?
Good question, Junaid, thank you for that. So in response to that, in Gaza itself, ISRA has worked throughout the blockade of 17 years, and in Palestine for nearly 40 years. So, as I said, we've been delivering all types of projects, you know, from educational. And it's not just emergency. We've tried to, we've done olive trees, you know, so we've done agricultural, education, orphan support. Gaza has always been in need because it has been blocked. The people of Gaza, as I said before, they are so resourceful. They just need a helping hand. They just need every now and again just to give them a helping hand. The people of Gaza are intelligent, they're an educated people, and they've survived mass onslaught. And they get up every morning looking to survive. And we have seen this going on for 17 years. We have so much experience on the ground. We are very confident in Gaza. ISRA is very confident in Gaza. Currently, we still have our 42 children. Alhamdulillah, those children in Gaza, all of them have survived so far. Many of them have not only just seen this war, they've seen several wars. They've lived through several wars. And still, they want to live, they want to survive. And we are obliged as a charity, and we are obliged as a people to continue to support the people of Gaza. So yeah, it's been quite a long time that Israel has been working in Gaza. And as I said, a multitude of projects have been delivered. And it's just for you to continue to support us. Again, I'll say, we will not give up on Gaza. They are destroying the land, they are destroying the hospitals, they are destroying the infrastructure. But people live in Gaza and they are surviving in Gaza, and they rely upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they rely upon us to hear their cries. They're asking us out of need, not because they want to, because they need to. Somebody said to me, Gaza is starving. I said, no, Gaza is not starving. Gaza is being starved. It's being starved. And we're getting stories, there's no food in Gaza, you can't get in Gaza. That's what they want you to, you have to understand, that's what they want you to get. And this perception that there's no food can get into Gaza and people can't eat. And it's not just the UN working in Gaza, there's a lot, not just our NGO, it's not just ISRA-UK, it's other charities doing fantastic work. They're doing a lot of good work on the ground. But the news will have you believe, the media will have you believe, that there's only 2 or 3 organisations that are distributing water, distributing food. No, there's plenty of organisations distributing, and they're working very, very hard and putting their own lives at risk. They're putting their own lives at risk. We have had friends of our charity, we had people with our field partners who have lost their families. I am in communication with one sister who I've been working with for the last 10 years, and she tells me stories of her children, and every day I'm embarrassed to talk to her. I'm embarrassed to talk to her because I'm here saying, oh sister, Allah make it easy for you, Allah give you, peace, Allah, and she's saying, inshallah, inshallah, inshallah. You don't talk to me, Habib, as much now. She said that to me, Habib, and I had to say to her, sister, I don't know what to say to you, because every day you're asking me, what can you do for the people of Gaza, their need is their need. And I'm trying to justify to the people of UK, why are you asking us for money? We're asking you for money because we need to help the people of Gaza survive starvation, survive illness, survive the war, inshallah.
So there's another question from Junaid. It's actually asked 2 questions, but the first one is, are you still currently are you still running feeding projects in Gaza daily?
A question from Junaid is ISRA still currently feeding people in Gaza? We are feeding people in Gaza every day when we have the funds to do so. We can access food, simple food, basic food, but it keeps people alive. The latest feeding that we had was yesterday. Okay, we have fed hundreds of people. Alhamdulillah, we have fed hundreds of people from a generous donation. It was a one-off donation, but we've also had donations from our supporters, and we can get food to the people of Gaza today, tomorrow. And again, I'll repeat my challenge. The challenge that was put to me by a brother who facilitates our distributions in Gaza. He said to me, Habib, anybody asking you, how are you getting food into Gaza? Can you get food into Gaza? Are you really feeding people or directly in Gaza? Challenge is, donate and see, test us. Is there anybody out there who's got something in there? An organisation, is there an organisation out there? Is there an individual? The brother said to me, give me £50,000 tomorrow for a project. I will feed people in Gaza. I don't know how much it will cost you because the prices go up every day. But I will feed people tomorrow. So we are feeding people on the ground. We are giving water to people on the ground. Please visit our website. Please donate today. The people of Gaza are dying daily from bombs, from starvation, from illness.
Well, that leads me to another question what Junaid asked regarding how much does it cost to feed a person in Gaza?
You can feed a person in Gaza for £5. Very simple. £5. Why is it so expensive? Again, I'll answer this question. £5 is not expensive in a place like Gaza anymore. The kilo of potatoes that cost £2 is costing £20. The 25 kilo of rice flour, if it's available, is costing £400. 25 kilos of flour, £400. Yeah, and it is possible to source it, and ISRA can source it because we have been on the ground through all of this blockade since 2007. We've been with Gaza for nearly 2 decades. We've been with Palestine for nearly 4 decades, and Israel will not give up. However, and I'll keep repeating it, and I will keep asking it, We need your support to help us help the Palestinians. I want to say a special thank you to Sister Sarah, who has donated. Thank you so much for that. Every penny helps us, and we are very grateful for that. Is there anybody else out there that can help us? Please do so. Is there any questions that anybody else has, please?
So the question that leads me on the question, another question that Junaid asked, if someone is interested to help, how would they approach it? How would they go about doing it?
ISRA has many platforms for you. So if you want to donate to ISRA-UK, you can go on our website. That's the easiest message. There is a link in the bio. You can just click onto that link. Call us. 766-8771. Go online through the website. Set up a fundraiser. You set up a fundraiser. Talk to us about a fundraiser. It's desperate. Don't wait. Don't think about it. Don't wait for next week. Don't wait for tomorrow. If you're thinking about it, we need to help the people of Gaza now, right this moment. I spoke with our guy who's facilitating our deliveries on the ground in Gaza. He's asking for more water. He's asking for more food. And really, this is why I want to talk to the public today. There's only so much we can do before our funds will run dry. And I know people in the UK are getting tired. I know. It's expensive. But in the long run, for those who are giving fi sabilillah, for those who are giving sadaqah, where's your reward? Your reward with Allah. Allah has given it to us anyway. It's not ours. It's not ours. We have to share it with the people of Gaza. We have to share our wealth. We have to donate as much as we can, whenever we can. And the best time is right now. Best time. So I can call my brother tomorrow, our brother tomorrow, our sister tomorrow, and say, look, we have funds enough to feed 1,000 people. 1,000 people. There was another question I was asked. Why do you deliver projects in Gaza only for the destruction to come the next day? Well, you say that to a person in Gaza. Why are we feeding you today so you die tomorrow? Why are we giving you water today so you're thirsty tomorrow? Why are we giving medicine so that you're ill the next day? Because we're human beings and they're our brothers and they're clinging to life actually. They're clinging to life. They are clinging to life because they appreciate life. It's very easy for them to give up. Very easy for them to give up. But they don't. The Palestinians have this belief in Allah, that Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel, Allah is sufficient for them. Allah is sufficient for them. And they will continue actually to cling to life. So we should respect that. Don't you think so? Don't you think we should respect that? And we should give whatever we can to help the people of Gaza to carry on in the belief that other people like us, like people in the UK, know about that situation. So I want to really come today. It was an opportunity for me, just an opportunity for you to express ISRA's work around the world, and especially today. I'm going to repeat, it's Nakba Day today, 15th of May. People in Gaza have been suffering for 77 years. They've been suffering in the last 2 years. We need to help them. Donate £5. Donate £5, feed the person in Gaza tomorrow. And with that, please do feel free to come to our website. Do feel free to give us a call. Do inquire and do ask us about our work. We welcome it. And with that, I'd like to thank anybody that's been on there and has been listening, and all of those that have donated, and to encourage all of those that are thinking about to donate. Please donate. Don't give it much thought. And I would thank very much our brother Ibrahim, who came in today to donate, and to actually, he was the catalyst for this, for us to go online, because I thought it was an opportunity just to talk to the public. And the main thing is, the most important thing is, make dua for the people of Gaza, and for the people of Yemen, and for the people of Kashmir, and for the people of the world. Make dua for all people, that all of this war and all of this hurt and all of these difficulties end, inshallah. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.